The setting of 1984 paints a picture of a dystopian alternate reality. The Ministry of Truth is a government agency that keeps constant surveillance of its citizens and keeps track of dissenting opinions in order to eliminate them. They track your thoughts, and they even alter the truth to fit their own narratives in order to keep control over its citizens. In my picture, Big Brother is watching you. It represents the government and all their surveillance. The man, his eyes are actually cameras. And I'm here today to persuade you to exercise the ability to protect your internet privacy. People think it's hard or they don't care enough to protect themselves on the internet, but I believe that's a great mistake. America isn't as bad as the depiction of Orwell's future, but it could be on its way with the repeal of net neutrality. I became interested in this topic when net neutrality was repealed in 2017. According to the FCC, or Federal Communications Commission, enacting the Restoring Internet Freedom Order will allow for new investment into ISPs, or internet service providers, and will take out outdated and unnecessary regulations. But these regulations ensured protections for our citizens because it allowed for all of our data to be treated the same. And according to the description provided by Wired Magazine, it allowed for all of these things. The repeal works to allow the ability to throttle and suppress the information if they so choose to, because now they can control speeds for different websites and the speeds to get to these websites. People do not seem to care about their ability to protect themselves on the internet because maybe they have nothing to hide. I've heard people say that it's too difficult to protect myself. And I've even heard that some people think it's even illegal to ensure your internet privacy. But, I'm here to tell you that those types of assumptions are wrong because it's not really hard at all. It only takes a couple extra steps, a couple extra minutes of your day, time, hour, and then it's also not illegal to protect yourself. These things exist for people to pay to have these services, Virtual private networks, or VPNs, according to Norton Antivirus, grants you a certain amount of anonymity as well as protection from hackers on public networks. VPNs create a tunnel to take you from your IP and then mask it with another IP as it goes through your searches, ensuring that you are anonymous when going through and searching different things on the internet. There's also a way to encrypt your pages on the websites that you visit. HTTPS Everywhere is a browser extension that is free and it does it automatically for you. That's not illegal because it is already available in regular browsers. It's only difficult to turn on that setting. You can also vote to get people to vote for or change the votes of the people in opposition of net neutrality. As a regulation, this worked to help a lot of us throughout the years, and right now it's more of a money grab, Battle for the Net shows us which representatives support and don't support. As you can see on my 7th slide, we have pictures of all our reps in Texas. And as you can see, half of them are for it and half are against. And the rep for Arlington is, of course, against it. It's not really difficult at all for you to protect yourself, and a worst case scenario for us would be basically 1984, where the government chooses to monitor and watch us 24/7. With the repeal of net neutrality, worst comes to worst, the ISPs can now speed up and suppress information sources at their leisure. You know, they can even make it more difficult to even visit those sites. They can also see what we're searching, and you know, the government can also get involved in with the monitoring of us. You know, they've done it before, and they can do it again. It might be a civil rights violation, but you know, it can always be spun as necessary, like in a time of war. You know, I want people listening to me today to use this information to protect themselves. I want people to contact the representatives, but most importantly is protecting yourself. These two little steps allow you to really change